What we're going to do today is we got the roof fitting, we've got it pinned, but we're not nowhere near finished yet. And the reason I say that is because because it's pinned, now it's going to be held on the roof. Now we got to clamp it down. What I have done, I ran down to the home hardware store just downtown, and I bought these little clips. They're not something I'm going to use, I think, permanently, but they could be if they work really nice. I'm not big on the brass color. I'd probably try to get some chrome ones, which I think I could probably get no problem. But it's just a small, like I said, lunchbox unit, and where it clamps together. Now, as I got that, when I bring it over here and look at the roof on the inside, when I look at the roof on the inside, I want my on a nice surface, come down and hit something like yay, like that. With that being said, if I had a cut piece of metal here, I tried. If I put a thin piece of metal up here, then it gets on an angle on me. I'm not sure, that's not too bad. Oh, not going that way. Kind of gets on an angle on me a little bit. That one. See, I got an angle here, and then that angle's up towards here, so it's kind of, I don't know what you would call that. It wouldn't be a 45, it would be a 62 or something. I have no idea. As I put this piece of metal up in there, it does give me a little better. Does it look better? Or still not quite? Is it? Like it's not. Or is it? What do you think, sweetheart? Can you see that from there?
Yeah, it looks straight.
Pretty decent?
Yeah.
It looks pretty decent?
I can't see the clip.
Okay. She can't see the clip, she says.
There we go.
Now if I have that down like that, it wouldn't be so bad. And then I've got a wider piece. The wider piece sort of makes me feel better about it being straight. And what I mean by straight is I want that like this. I don't want the roof, this piece is coming up like this. I don't want my metal going like that. I don't want my metal going like that. I want my metal to be straight on my roof part. So this can go in, or actually would release it, bring it down, put it on. Just a basic lunchbox kit. And I'm thinking that would go on there like yay. Yay, like that. I can get that there, like that. That's all I'm thinking. And there's no reason why that would come off with it pinned and that. So let's take the roof off. What I'm gonna do is, it's pretty hard for me to put that on there like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the roof off. Jolene's gonna help me do that again. I want to thank Dan the man for offering. We're just kind of doing it really bright and early. We're going to head out here soon. Jolene's going to take me on an adventure. But yeah, these pegs here too, as I got them stuck in there quite a ways, I've marked them a little bit so I can cut them off, and they're not too long. So when I put my metal in there, I wouldn't want my metal to hit my peg and hold my roof off. That's what I'm thinking also. Also, when I weld this to this part, and I got to come up here, and I want to attach this piece, or this piece I weld to this, I want to attach it to the roof and make it really tight and right. What I'm nervous of a little bit is when I turn it upside down, because I'm not going to weld it like this, I'm going to turn it upside down this time on the other side. I don't want it to go too tight, if you know what I'm trying to say. If I turn it upside down, it's going to want to come in tighter, and I'm hoping it's going to stay in place because of what we got going on there. But we need to place a piece of metal in from here all the way across so I can mount that stuff. And I have 3 pieces of metal to choose from how wide it should be. To me, that there, if that's going straight, I get a gap. If I don't want it to go straight, I just turn it up, and then we go like this, and then up that way. I don't think I want that. Does that look like that? It looks like that, does it not?
Sort of.
Yeah, so if I bring it out a little bit, it'll be a lot straighter. So what I'm thinking is I'll do this piece. I'll put a piece like that all the way across. Maybe even a little bit closer, I'm not sure. And then we'll have something that's got a nice flat surface for these bad boys to work. Not saying I'm going to use that stuff, but let's do it. Jolene's gonna help me pull the roof off. Then we're gonna have to make a pattern all the way across the roof. And then we will try to apply these pieces and we'll just tack them there. And as long as they clip, it's good. And that will just be one part of the roof. Then there's the back, you know. We can't have the back flopping up and down and have the front tighten, right? So what we'll do is, and then may be too small, the little clips that we got there. I might want bigger. Jolene's gonna come in, help me flop this bad boy upside down.
Where did my gloves go? Over here.
I got a glove here. I don't need a pair of gloves right this second, to be honest with you. Let's do it. Are you okay with everything being in your way? Not really. Just kick that stuff out of the way there a little bit, and that way there you won't trip or fall. I know we don't treat our tools very good around here, but that's what it's all about sometimes. That's what it's all about. All right. Let's pull it off. I'm going. Go back. Let's do that. Now, I'm going to come over here. You go to the left side. Got your. Now, if you want to grab it so we can flop it upside down.
Yep.
Beautiful. Just go easy. Something like this, you really want to go easy. Can we see that? Good. The bench is on the outside of the roof, quite a ways out. Now, I have not welded this stuff up yet. Couldn't see it. Now I can. Now you can see where this stuff is being welded up. It's nice. That one fits nice. That one doesn't fit as nice on this side. But I can make it fit nice with a hammer. Awesome. Now we've got a hole there. Alrighty. Let's take our metal. I know one thing for sure, it's nice to visualize the car again with the roof off. We were first doing this car as convertible, and it is a good looking convertible, but we also like the hard top, so we're going to continue on. Now, these are the pieces that I said. If I do that, remember, I thought it was quite far away. This one here I thought was the bad boy. We'll drop that down like that. And now what I'm thinking is I need a piece all the way across the roof, that shape all the way. All right. This is what I'm going to do. Get a marker. Put my glove on. I got one glove here. That one there seemed like it sort of dented in a little bit, and the reason being is I say dented in a little bit. We've got some weld around that, and it probably hit it a little tiny bit. I've got a mark there where I'm going to cut them off to make them shorter. Remind me of that, please. Now, where did I put that piece of metal? Just threw it on the ground there. What did I just do with that? Right there. Put that on there. Let's do this. Let's mark that. I'm going to mark it on this side, do it on this side. The roof is round, and I'm going to try to put a piece in there, so it's probably not the easiest piece, but we can do it! Yeah. No, didn't. Want to do it again? Nice. All right, let's get a piece of paper and lay it in there. See if we can't get a piece. And that piece can go weld up across there, make it tight and right. What am I thinking? That one there needs a little bit of love. This one's really good. I had a little spot right here. I wanted to hammer and dolly that first before I put that piece in. Let's do it now. That way there I can put the piece in, grab a hammer. Just gonna grab a dolly for a second. I've got a little piece right here on that weld mark I was not happy with. Just want to take a high spot out of it, that's all. So if I don't get it out before I put it on there, well then I'm not going to get it. I'll have to bang it in and then fill it. Didn't feel bad. Feels pretty good actually. All right, let's get a piece of paper. Yeah, in order to. This is what I'm going to do. I need a pair of scissors. I'm just going to mark it. Will you put your finger right there, baby? Just hold that right there on that roof. Just hold your finger right there. Beautiful. Nice fingernails. It's beautiful. All right, now, I don't want to let that paper go for some reason. Not all the way over to the middle. I'm close. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. I'm going to cut it right here. Stay with it. Stay with it. Baby, stay with it. Yeah. Hard to hold that. Oh. There's my mark. We're not looking bad. Alrighty. Let's go there. Don't really want to press down the roof real hard, that's all. It looks straight, but is it? It looks straight, but is it? Pair of scissors, cut it, and then we'll move on from there. I don't even know if I'm center yet. If I'm not all the way to the center, I'll just add some to the pattern. Appreciate everybody coming back, I really do. If you're doing a convertible top or a removable top, you're going to have to be in the same sort of boat I am, and that's making it work. We're nowhere near half. We're nowhere near half. And which end was which? That's where I marked it, so that's the center. And the one I cut edge is on this side. Now, what I want is I want to come up in there like that. I want to weld that in there like that. And I want that to fit there and like that. I'm going to have to make my pattern a little bit longer to make it work. And we're a little bit long, I see. Let's do this, let's do it. Like that. I don't think it affects it much if I go up in there a little bit. Center is another, we'll go another 2 inches. Let's make a piece. Let's do that. We need this piece 2 inches longer. And this is, this is the center, so we'll make that the center. I need a piece of 18 gauge. That's aluminum. This is the 18 gauge or the, nope. Down here, I'm gonna get a pair of gloves on. That stuff is sharp. Try and do this as quick as possible. Quick as possible. I'm gonna bore your gloves there, baby. You don't mind?
No.
I didn't think you would. Putting this stuff away and putting it back and cutting it, and it's a lot of labor, you know, just to clean up after you've made a huge mess. Got a piece down here I want. Piece. Let's do that. 2 inches longer than this one. I'm going to want 2 of these. Now, is it straight? It's not bad. It's got a little bit of a wow to it. A little bit. Not much. And we'll shape it once we get it on there. Let's do this. Probably that much longer. And we'll cut it up here, and that'll get us to center. We got a little bit going on here, a little bit of shape. What I'm going to do is I'll try to get this part, this is our center. I'm going to try to get this part on our line, and then the front piece I weld to the roof, I think I'll shave it, or not shave it, sand it to get it to where I want it to be. Let's do another one. I'm going to need another one. No, I'm just going to leave that for a second. Just going to leave it. Got the pattern right there. Let's cut that. Just going to use a zip cut. Excuse me, sweetie pie. I got a little spot in my back that took off when I was trying to reach over top of that car. You know what I mean? And it's very easy to do. But I find what happens with a bad back, you just got to keep making it stronger, basically. Just keep working it, I guess. That's the only way I've ever gotten over it, is just keep working it. Work it. Bless you. Bless you. The only reason I didn't cut that on the line because the line didn't look right. Yeah, look at that. We'll clean that off before we put that in there. And we'll have to do that with the sander wheel, the cleaning wheel there. The Eastwood thing. We'll clean that off a little bit in case we want to shove something up inside the roof after and put a little undercoating on it or something, or just anything at all, really, to be honest with you. Just knock that rust off. Knock it off. Quick as possible. That's the other side. We'll keep the center. We'll do this here with our own thing. Now, we want that to roll up on that side. I'm going to have to do a little bit of rolling here. We'll try that. A little bit more. Right? It's pretty nice though. I wonder why that's kicked to. We're kind of in there and then up around. I'm not sure. I should. We'll just do a little bit more. Make yourselves happy. I always say to make yourself happy because in the end, that's the only person that you really have to please is yourself. Make yourself happy. Now that to me is really nice. I got a thinner thing going on here. Not sure why. I know why, because it's thinner there. I'm actually gonna make it the same distance because I'm not gonna be able to bring it out. Well, I can, but I don't feel it's necessary. How's that? I don't feel it's necessary. So let's put it in here. See where it hits on the line. Let's put it on the line so I know how much I have to cut off. Flopping my hands around like a young kid that's. Let's get this marked here. Just shave it off a little bit to make it. I got the line down here nice. I'm going to go with that line because it's a better line. Over the center a little bit. That's great. Fantastic. Let's do this. Let's cut it off a little bit. Let's do it. Hope I cut that right. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Let's get that on there like that. That there needs to come down like that. What I need to do, I got to strip that off, and then I got to put that line back. That's what I got to do. Let's do it this way. I got a couple more of these that fan sent in, and I'm going to use them when it comes time. What I mean by that is those things. There's reels. Let's knock this off. Wow. Like a roof, if you look up inside a roof, it generally has that inside construction, but we've cut it off and left it over there. It has all this piece all there. We've cut it off in the sheet metal. Now we're making new. I need that marker again, and I need to do. I basically put that on back on because that gives me my line, but I'm just going to do this again because it will help. All right, let's get this bad boy. I can clean this side up after I got this side clean. Let's get the welder started. Can't do anything without the welder. If you have a young person in the house or in the family, woman or child or boy or girl or whatever, a perfect gift for Christmas would be a Lincoln welder. Don't go buy a big one. Don't go buy the big expensive one. Just buy them a small welder that they can tack a piece of metal together. And if they don't use it, you might. I really feel like sometimes gifting something does not have to be exactly what they want. Make them think a little bit. Get them a welder. See what they can become. And what I mean by what they can become, what they can make. I don't like that. It's got to go. It's a little wide there yet. I'm going to go with that. And remind them, it will not work without a ground. It can be grounded over here, but it's got to be grounded to what you're doing. Got a piece of, let's get this over there. Yeah. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. I really do not want to mess this up. And the reason I don't want to mess it up is because I'm welding on the inside of the roof. I'm not interested in cutting it all back off. I want to take my time and try to do a good job. I'm going to go with this. No, I'm going to start here in the middle. And the reason being is if I don't do it in the middle, if I tack it here and I got a gap here, when I go to press it, I'm going to end up pulling things. So I want to feed it along as I go. I'm going to feed it along as I go. Should, no harm, no foul, not warping anything, just one dot at a time. Same spacing if I can. Make it look better. Everything's going good. Hope that makes sense. Someone comes in and takes a look at your work. Looks good. It's all spaced right. Not that it matters any. I'm going to nail that sucker on right there because it fits. Let's do it. Beautiful. One spot at a time does it. Now, we're right on, that's fine. I can cut that. I'm going to leave that. We are fitting fantastic up front here. I love it, love it, love it. Close my eyes. Keeping the same distance. All that stuff, you know, just by eye. I can do it, you can do it. It's like people say, I couldn't get a tattoo. Yes, you can. If someone else can do it, you can do it. I'm just going to sand. Actually, I'm going to tack right here because it's fitting all right. I think these new gloves have really helped me. No, I'm going to tack it there because it looks good. We want to get that metal on the right because we want to buff it off. So I want to make sure that I get the metal coming together right. I don't want it overhanging, so I got a big blob of weld on the front face of it. Then when I grind it off, I haven't got anything. I want it to match up nice. Like they say, like my face and my arse match. They don't look alike, but they belong together. Let's do this. Just trying to make sure that we haven't got too much excess metal to build the weld up too much, that's all. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to do this. I'm going to tack this because it looks good. All right. That didn't go so well. You know what? I'm going to make it here in a minute. Make it go well. Now, you can see I haven't got, see I got a gap going on here. Holding up on the roof, trying to cause no damage. I'm liking what's going on there. Close me eyes. We'll buff that off because it's too much metal. I spotted that on there. I don't feel like there's a whole bunch left there, so I'm going to hit it again. It did its job. It held it in place. Yeah. Up in here. I'd like to have that. Let's do this. if you've got nobody to help you hold something, I have Jolene, but let's face it, she's trying to do her job while I do my job, and she's not always here. So I'm just going to take the third arm, hold the roof, pry it in there, tack it, and make it right. Tight and right. All right, I'm going to leave that for now. Now, on this sort of stuff right here, see how that burnt through? Ground that off too much. Ba, 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 ba. Let's grab a helmet. That's okay, sweetheart. I got one right here on the floor. And that one looks like it's got a little bit of a coating on it. Some of them are better than others. Like this one here, this coat hanger is really good. This coat hanger is really good. But this one's better because it hasn't got that plastic on it that has to be burnt off. So you got a place like that, I've touched it and it burnt right through. Put a coat hanger on it. Hit the coat hanger. Let the coat hanger do the work. Piece of piss. I'm not going to weld it all up this second. Just wanted to show you that, if you get that way or there's a place that you're not doing so well, grab a coat hanger. And the reason I say it's good to grab a coat hanger is you can grind it off. And remember, remind yourself, when you are grinding it off, there's nobody painting cars that are just welding them up. Everybody grinds their welds, so feel good about it, do it, be happy, and don't worry about it. Coat hanger. Just want to knock this on here a little bit. Got a big gap going on there. Don't want to get a whole bunch of heat going there right this second. That's quite a bit of heat right there. Just doing that little bit. So we'll leave that be for a second. Let's cut another piece. So you'll have to build an inside construction on your roof if you're cutting one off and putting it back on. Obviously, you're going to have to do the exact same thing I'm doing. It might be a little bit different, but you're going to have to do the exact same thing. I don't mind that in the center there. What I don't like is, I don't like the marker on it. I want to get the marker on it. Alrighty, let's make another one of this. See which way this fits best. I don't think it much matters, to be honest with you, because I'm going to make, yeah, we'll leave that, and we'll put that down that end. Looks good to me. Look good to you? Mm-hmm. All right, looks good to you, baby. I'm going for it. Huh? What happened when you found me? Yeah, shit. Fina's got a few different beds now. She has a bed over here by the toolbox. She has a bed over by the brake. Jolene has got her all bedded up, so if we're doing something and it bothers her, she just takes off and goes to the other bed. I can show you right here in a second. I'm sorry to bother you, Fina, but I'm always moving around, man. I'm sorry. I generally try to go on the outside of the line sometimes when I don't know, when I can shave it off. I've got a little bit to sand off. I don't want to sand a whole bunch off the piece of metal that I'm doing, but I generally go on the outside of the line just so I have some for a bumper to be safe. Alrighty. Now, We've got lots. Let's bend up a corner here. And when you're doing this, you want to make it as neat as possible. You know, you don't want to look up and see a bag of poop. You want to make it look as good as possible. I'm thinking you do. If you don't, that's okay. That's okay. Fits in there nice there like that. I don't mind overlapping that there, to be honest with you. I do not mind it. The reason I do not mind it is because, why? It looks pretty decent, you know. Let's get our stuff off. We gotta get that off. Gotta do that again. We've got some little pieces of pipe insulation that goes on top of the stands, just so it's not causing any damage. Basically, that's what it's for. It's just pipe insulation. I really like these black stripper wheels, and the reason being is, if I use a grinder, what happens when I use a grinder or a sanding wheel? Metal disappears. When you use a stripper wheel, nothing disappears other than the paint. So it's really, this is the best. If you're stripping something with sandpaper or something, you're obviously taking away material because you're sanding it. With these stripper wheels, you're taking away the paint. Holding up with my lag on the roof so I don't cause any damage. I got some stuff up in there, so it's fine. It's fine. I don't know if I have to put that line back on or not. And the reason being is, as long as it matches up over here. Right beside that. What I'm trying to do is, if you come over this other side, you come over this side, I'll show you. On this side, I'm about that far from that hole. I'm thinking that the other side is about the same, you know, that's basically what I'm thinking, is I got a hole on each side, so I want to place the piece of metal on so they both look the same, like on both sides. And that there is actually doing it for me. And to be honest with you, that is actually doing it for me. I'm going to nail that sucker on there. I'm going to pull that up. And then I'm going to be happy. And then I'm going to cut the rest of it, shave it off as I go. The other one I cut before I put it on there. This one I'm just going to cut and leave it on there. Let's turn the welder on. You can see how far I am from that one over there. And I can straight down from just maybe even a little bit out, like that, right there. One spot. I keep bearing down that roof. I don't want to do that. Bearing down that roof, cause myself an issue. Don't want to do that. Right there, but that one, right there, but same thing going across there. Now we're just gonna make sure that we feed it the same. Nope, gotta make this one here I'm applying different. And the reason it's being applied different is because I guess I think it's okay. No, see how I want that? Get up there. I'm gonna go with it. I'm not gonna apply it to the roof, just gonna stick it on the other piece. That way there. I won't damage anything. See what happens? Not moving anything when I do that? I'm trying to hold my leg underneath the roof at the same time at all times. There's one. Now, I don't know if I want to snip that off or not. I'm going to do it. Ah, my gases. My gas stuck on. Don't want that. If that gas sticks on you, you can hear it. Shut her down. I've used these welders for a long time, and they're allowed to mess up once in a while. They are. But if you hear the gas coming out, you know, you really want to get it dealt with. I hope me pushing down on that is not causing any issues on anything else, because it could get messy. And what I mean by messy, I just don't want to cut that stuff all back off again. Now I'm at the point where I'm going to make this fit in the front. Yeah, let's shave it off. There, I don't mind that being overlapped there in the center. I mean, let's face it, we're inside, upside on the roof. If that's overlapped there, I'm not going to try to butt that on there whatsoever. That there, straight down from that. That there, straight down from that. We're up there a little bit high, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's cut this off. Let's cut this access off. We cut it off before, but we did it on the ground, if you recall. On the other piece, we cut it off, and we did it on the ground. This side, we're going to do it while it's on there. At all times, worrying about what's going on with the bench and the roof at all times. Now I'm going to grind this off. I do not want to take the grinder and go this way. And the reason being is the grinder's going this way is going to tear that metal off this way. I want to push the metal down towards that so it does not rip it off. So I'm going to go this way. Hold up on the roof. Now we got a nice fit. And the reason we got a nice fit is because I sanded it to where it needs to fit. That's why we got a nice fit. Not because I cut it and put it on the floor and done it. And I'm just going to knock this on there. You can see how I've 45 this one metal and I've 45 that metal. So basically we're going to go in the center of it, knock her on. So we got a good penetration thing going on. Trying to keep all the same distance. That should always be on your mind. Keep the same distance everywhere with your welds. Just looks better, that's all it is. Just looks better. Closing my eyes, nailing it on. Yeah. Now I feel like obviously when I was talking about those pins, they seem to be a bit long. When they go in there, it seems like it would hit this piece, so that's why we're going to cut them off a little bit. We're going to go up here and nail this on. Closing my eyes, doing the deal. Going to put my knee up underneath the door. Stretching the metal, obviously. I'm just going to do this. We'll tack one on where it's tight. That'll hold it. Generally what that does, a tack like that gives you another inch. See, I got an inch here. When you tack it like that, it gives you another inch to hold. If you start pounding back up here like if you had it was longer and you were pounding up here, it doesn't work. It only works about an inch from every spot weld. So if you're got a gap on something, spot it. Tighten her up and do the next inch. We're all good from there, but I'm just trying to explain. Ooh, that's nice. That noise. Alrighty. What I'm hoping for, you know what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for this roof to fit. Just going to slide this in tight here. Another one. Just kind of. What don't I should have. This one here is not really down that tight. All right, and I'm going to tack that a little bit better because I can. Where was I at? There. Get this, cut this off, make it. I just want to do a good spot weld, and that wire being on there is not going to allow a good one. It's just going to mess me up. That's a good one right there. Good. Alrighty. What's going to happen now? I have these bad boys. Now see, I don't know for sure. I just went down and got them. I don't know for sure. Yeah. I'd like to spot weld that on there. I just don't know where it's going to hit. Let's go take a look over here. Let's put it close to the. Let's put it close to the hole. Right here, like put it close to there. That makes more sense to me. If I knock that on there, I'm just going to spot weld that on there very easily. Just tack, tack. I'm not going to. These are not stained. These are what are they called? Mock-up. That's what it is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them off. I have to cut them off because I think they're too long. And if I think they're too long, that's why I'm going to cut them off, because I think they're too long. I marked them before I took it off. quite short. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's knock them on. Going for it. It's a nice piece up in front of the roof. Gives a nice sturdy roof, like it really does. Nice and tight and right. Tight and right. Sometimes the gloves are good. Sometimes the gloves are aggravating. And sometimes.
The ground.
What?
Ground.
Thanks, baby. She said, put the ground on, Chatty. Put the ground on, buddy. Where's it at?
On the welder.
Hit it on myself, did I? All right, we're just going to go approximately an inch. Let's do this. Just going to knock it on there. Can't do it. This is the only reason I'm going to burn myself is for the job. So I'm going to burn myself for the job. Missed it. Got it. Let's go put the other one on. And it's got a little spot there. Got it upside down, do I? Nope. Just going to tack it on. Very gently, I guess. We're right on the side of it. It's good enough, just enough to be able to take it off if I want to get it off without hassle. I should be able to get that off without hassle, is what I'm saying. And that's all I want, just doing mock-up. We're an inch over. I must say, sometimes the cords and stuff that I get tangled up in are so aggravating, like it's just yeah, I'm just gonna do guess like I always do. Tap that on the end. Hot like Jolene, hot. Seen her in her underwear this morning, I did. Or was that a bathing suit? We're just gonna leave that like that. All right. Now I think the job is to put the roof on. Jolene's going to give me a hand. I'm going to give her gloves back. I'm hoping the roof still fits. Keep your fingers crossed, keep your fingers crossed, keep your fingers crossed. I don't think that we did anything that's too drastically bad. And we didn't do anything too drastically bad. There, then a strip there. Strip there. Cool. Cool. Alrighty.
I'm gonna fix your mic.
You want to fix my mic? Look after me, baby. Look after me. I sure do like it that Jolene looks after me. Let's pick it up this way, and we'll set it up on that part, or we can set it up on the front part. It's probably better we set it on this because this has got more strength than that sheet of metal. So we'll pick it up. Let's walk back. Stand it up. Let's bring it right over. Let's lay it down. No damage. That's what we want. No damage. No damage. No damage. No damage. All right. Now I'm just taking a look at it there for a second. It looks like the same distance all the way across. Let's go for it. put her on her things up here. Let's set it down here. And then we'll just move ahead. We'll put our pins in. Get your pin. Hey! You still fitting?
Yeah, nice.
Beautiful. You are, Jolene, beautiful. Yes, awesome. All right, now let's get inside and take a look. Now come take a look at that. That looks good. Looks fantastic. Now we've got the inside going up nice and straight, eh?
Can I get that light?
Huh?
I need the light.
Is that good enough for you? Now you can see we got something nice and straight goes up to the roof. We're tacked on both sides, where it closes it up. It fits exactly the way we want it to all the way across. I've got a clean little spot here. And then I've got a clip. Oh. Hope I haven't got that backwards. You know what I mean? No, I can't backwards. I'm trying to clip it this way. So when that's clipped, when I pull that up, let's put one on and see what happens. I got it right. All right, let's do it. I'm just gonna clean the spot. Thanks, baby, though. I appreciate it. Just gonna clean the spot here and see if... I'm just wondering how that comes off. Now, why am I feeling I'm having an issue? What? I don't know how that comes off. That pulls it tight. No? Got that on there wrong. Got it turned upside down, haven't I? It's going the wrong way. Because that's not going to... Got done the wrong way. It's supposed to go the other way.
Oh, okay.
Right? That there is supposed to be turned around and gone down that way. So I got them both on wrong. What time are we at?
58.
58. So this is going to work absolutely awesome. But what I've got done is it's on backwards. This has got to be turned around. This has got to be turned around this way. Got to go this way. So when I plant that on there, then I can unloosen it and taking it off. Then I put it on. Watch this. When I put it on, and then it tightens it.
There we go.
Like that. And I'm thinking that maybe, yeah, I got it on backwards. So what has to happen is that's going to work absolutely perfect. It's going to work perfect. But what's wrong is I put that on there backwards. That happens. It happens. All I have to do is knock it off. I just got 3 little tiny spot welds there, and it's still mock-up, so I can knock them off and don't even have to use them again. It's just, I know it's going to work. So basically, I'm just going to have to turn that around, put our clip down there, and then it'll be fantastic. This piece is absolutely perfect because we're in line. We're nice in line there. It's nice and straight by the looks of things. Beautiful. Basically, what has to happen is the roof has to come off. All this down along here will all have to be welded really nice. Up here, I'll probably end up, I'll probably just spot that along there probably a little bit more. And the reason being is the roof is all spotted welded together here anyways. And I might just go in between this, maybe, in between these ones, spot that a little bit more, because that doesn't have to be welded solid along the roof, because that can be covered up or whatever with a headliner of some sort. But this front piece, this lip here, I think I would weld that solid because it's the front of the roof that matches, like that thing again. Let's do this. And the reason I say I'd spot it, if you come in here and take a look, that's all they've done. And believe it or not, They laid metal over top of metal. Believe it or not. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. That wasn't a bad job at all, I don't think. That went fairly well. What's going to have to happen in the back is basically the same thing. I'm going to have to go around and do all that work to cap everything off, make it look right, give it more strength. And for those who were screaming, saying that the things were up backwards, congratulations, you were right and I was wrong. And if you're ever wrong, it's okay. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. And sometimes I have to remind myself that no one's perfect. 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody. Hope you had a good time watching. Jolene's going to take me on an airplane, and we're going to go to some pretty cool places. We're going to take you with us. Mine and Jolene's Christmas present to each other. Do me a favor. Have a great day. Come back tomorrow. We will be here.